drift velocity is one of the important topic of this chapter. Now, to start with, let us consider a conductor. We know that inside a conductor, the electrons are free to move randomly in different directions, right? So, if we talk about the initial thermal velocities of these electrons, they are moving randomly, and if we have not applied any external electric field, in this case, what will happen? In this case, the electrons will flow randomly and net electric field is 0, and average thermal velocity, if we calculate, is equal to 0, right? Let initially u1, u2, u3, so on un be the average velocity, with the thermal velocity of 1 electron, 2 electron, 3 electron and nth electron. Then their average velocity u is equal to u1 plus u2 plus u3 plus so on un divided by n is equal to 0. When 0? In the absence of external electric field. But as we apply some external electric field across the ends of the wire, in this case what will happen? In this case, these electrons will get energy and move toward the positive end of the conductor, right, in a particular direction. But what happen actually when they move toward the positive end of the conductor, like when they move toward the, let us suppose here number of atoms are lying here, right? When we apply the external electric field, in this, suppose this electron start moving across the positive end of the conductor, but while moving it collide with the another atom. So by gaining the energy, this has shifted toward the positive end of the end of the conductor, but here due to collision it have lost some of its energy, so due to which there will be the change in velocity. Again it get accelerated, definitely the direction will also change. Again it get accelerated toward the positive end of the terminal, but again it get collided with the ions, with the positive atoms or ions present in the conductor. And again this process happens, and finally we will not draw this path, we will draw in this direction only. So finally we will follow that the electrons get drifted toward the positive end, and this process continues till it reaches the positive end of the conductor. Since its velocity is changing at every collision, so its acceleration is not directly proportional to electric field, and it will not follow the straight path while it follow the zigzag path. So let us consider, if we apply the electric field E, that is equal to V by L, we know that potential gradient, then it will experience some force is equal to given by minus Q into E. Q here we are talking about is E, so we'll write here E, right? It will experience some force. Now since it experiences some force and every instant of time its velocity is changing, so it is having some acceleration A is given by F upon M, and acceleration is minus E, capital E upon M. So what we get, the relation for acceleration is minus E capital E by M, right? So this one acceleration it acquired, it means in every collisions it acquires the change in velocity and hence the acceleration. So when we talk about it acquired the acceleration, so let us consider the V1 is the velocity acquired by the first electron, that is given by u1 plus a tau 1. Now what is tau here? Tau is the relaxation time between the two collisions. When one electron has flown toward the positive end of the collision, the positive end of the conductor, while collision, the time taken by between the two successive collisions is called the relaxation time. Similarly, we can represent V2 is equal to u2 plus a tau 2. Similarly, V3 is equal to u3 plus a tau 3 and so on Vn is equal to Un plus a tau n. So these are the velocity which it acquire in addition to the thermal velocity due to the applied electric field, as it acquire the acceleration every instant of time. So what we can say, how can we define drift velocity? It is the average velocity with which it get drifted toward the positive end of the conductor, because every time it comes, it collides with another atoms or ions of the conductor and loses its energy, and again due to this field it gains energy and moves further. So every time it gets drifted toward the positive end of the conductor. So if we calculate the average velocity with which it gets drifted toward the positive end of the conductor, we can find out the drift velocity. So by definition, average drift velocity is given by Vd is equal to V1 plus V2 plus so on Vn. So putting these values, V1 is U1 plus A tau 1 plus V2 is U2 plus A tau 2 plus so on Un plus A tau n divided by n. So here U1 plus U2 plus so on Un upon n is equal to 0 by this relation. So what we are left with, Vd is equal to A tau 1 plus tau 2 plus so on tau n divided by n. So let us represent this as Vd is equal to A tau, where tau is the average relaxation time of the collisions. So what we get here, Vd we get is Vd is equal to A, we have calculated minus E capital E by m into tau. So this is the relation of the drift velocity with the relaxation time or with the electric field, or we can say this is the relation of drift velocity.